Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word. Out of the depths I have cried to you, O Lord. Hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to the voice of my supplications. If you, Lord, should mark iniquities, O Lord, who could stand? But there is forgiveness with you, that you may be feared. Psalm 130, verses 1 through 4. One of the most common questions with which every person seems to wrestle is, God, if you are loving, just, and all-powerful, why do you allow good people to suffer? Many choose not to believe in God because they cannot adequately explain this question. We do not know all the reasons why God permits evil. We need to remember, however, that He is not the cause of evil in this world, and we should therefore not blame Him for it. Remember that God did not create evil, as some believe. God created the world perfect. Man chose to defy God and go his own way, and it is man's fault that evil entered the world. Even so, God has provided the ultimate triumph of good over evil in Jesus Christ, who, on the cross, defeated Satan and those who follow him. The good news is that Christ is coming back, and when He does, all evil will be ended forever, and righteousness and justice will prevail. Have you ever thought about what would happen if God suddenly eliminated all the evil in this world? Not one person would be left, because we are all guilty of sin. Whenever we suffer, we should remember that the Son of God went before us, drinking the cup of suffering and death to the dregs. Because Christ is fully man and fully God, we know that God understands our fears, our sorrows, and our suffering. He identifies with us. Most importantly, the Father has given us the gift of His Son so that we don't have to die and suffer forever in eternity. Because Jesus suffered and died for us, our suffering can be made like His, purposeful and meaningful. Evil, suffering, and death came into the world as early as when the first man and woman listened to Satan and committed the first sin. Evil was never part of the Garden of Eden. The moment Adam and Eve crossed the boundary of God's command, evil became the terrible reality of this world. There are some questions that will remain unresolved until we are able to meet face to face with our Creator in heaven. So, in the meantime, we must each strive to live as faithfully and obediently to Him in this life as we possibly can. This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
He has done marvelous things. Praise the Lord. He has done marvelous things. Praise the Lord. He has done marvelous things. Praise the Lord. He has done